I remember I had this conversation with my mom, and I was like, we're talking about the whole African American thing that we're doing right now, and I asked her, we're both agreeing on something, that why is it that they never told us what happened to African Americans and Caribbean people? I mean, the people that were taken out of Africa, the millions of people that were taken, why is that they never told us what happened in school? I think the main reason why they never told us or put it in the curriculum is because they didn't want us to either develop this sensitivity, or they didn't want us to come together. It could be for so many reasons. So another reason why I feel like Africans are not really sensitive to the things when it comes to African American history is that we've just like been raised not to be sensitive about that. We have no knowledge about that. We just know the trade that went on, but actually how people were treated and put on cotton farms and stuff to work, we don't know about that. It is like a really like non-issue to us because we don't know. We just did not know. So if you want to like go back and forth with an African trying to ask them about slavery and stuff, just know that you're like wasting your time, because it's either the person actually took time like me to like really research and talk to people, or they just don't care about it because that's not what we're taught. Move on from here. That is what I'm very like interested in. Let's talk about how we're gonna move on from here. Now, I want Africans out there to know something. Like, they didn't teach us that in school. All they taught us was that these people came from somewhere, they came and they traded with us, we gave them stuff, they gave us stuff, and then we told them, okay, build your house close to the sea so you can move out wherever you have to go, just move on to the sea and go to wherever the heck you come from. So when you see some of the forts and the castles, they're all lined by the sea because they didn't allow them to come into the towns, but somehow trust was gained and blah 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 and all that nonsense happened. It is very disheartening what happened. You have to actually go down there and visit the slave sites for you to kind of have a feeling of what happened. It's a very sensitive matter. I get it. A lot of Africans don't, but this is what I would say. Let's not rubbish each other's feelings. Let's not tell people to get over it. Let us actually find a common ground where we can come together. Travel to Africa. Like, when you ask them, well, people call themselves Pan-Africanists. That's one word that annoys the heck out of me. You can't be a Pan-Africanist if you're not uniting all people of African descent. That's the first thing about being a Pan-Africanist. You can't call yourself a Pan-Africanist, and when you talk to them and ask them, well, what is your favorite vacation site, or where would you like I like to go to Paris, and it's never I like to go to Uganda or go to Tanzania. It's never that. It's always I want to go to Greece, I want to go to here, I want to go to Monaco. Like, it's always that. Like, the easiest thing you can do is to try and unite us by actually traveling to these sites and figuring out what the story actually is. You know, let the Shade Room post something related to Africans. You should just go see the comments. It's disgusting. It's disgusting, and I feel like it's because they didn't teach people a lot of things. You know, Africans saying things to African Americans saying this to Africans. It's just like, we're gonna keep doing this till the end of time. How or when are we gonna build that bridge? And when are we gonna get over it together? When are we actually going to be the real Pan-Africanists that we're all supposed to be? I would say African Americans actually not just say I have an African friend. Eat some African food. Wear some authentic African clothes. Not the ones that they're selling on AliExpress, not those ones. Wear some actually, not because you want to prove a point that you're conscious, so you're wearing a dashiki. Actually buy those clothes, wear them, research them, ask questions about them in like a manner that you would talk to your fellow African American. Like, actually be interested and not doing it as a statement, you know what I mean? And Africans, I'll also advise you guys to stop calling African Americans names. It's just stop calling them names. You know the names I'm talking about. Stop calling them those names. Stop calling them those names, and then let's try to understand where each other is coming from. The moment we're able to understand where each other is coming from, the solution will be just simply talk about things that we have in common, the things that we're doing. How do we, you know, make Africa not seem like this really poverty-stricken place, and that requires people to actually feel bad when we don't even that are married to Africans, and vice versa. When you go to Ghana, you see a lot of Caribbean people moving back home. A lot of people are repatriating. So I can take that one point as a unity. But this is what I would say to everybody to end this. I mean, before you actually open your mouth and ask somebody what the hell kind of last name is this, ask them what does it mean, because a lot of our names have like meanings. And before an African, you rubbish an African American's feelings by saying, oh, you're lazy and you're just blaming the system. Actually just take some time out to understand the kind of pressure that they are in. I do understand that a lot of people make excuses. Those Humans of New York, there was this credit card scammer who is in jail for like I don't know how many years, and when they asked him what did he do, he's like, oh well, did the government apologize for slavery? That's bullshit. That's nonsense. You don't commit a crime and then blame it on that slavery or something. I do understand the oppression. I feel it myself. I understand how people are treated differently because of something that happened so many years ago. But the problem here is that we need to bridge that gap. We need to build a bridge and both, you know, get over it. Like, people are becoming a lot more, you know, socially aware now, which is a good thing. But then some of the people who claim to be socially aware are also very condescending and very ignorant. But this is what I would say to end this. If you've had any encounter with each other and you feel like it was not fair and you want to explain what happened, leave that in the comment section. I want us to talk about this, actually have a conversation about it. No insults, no disrespect. Let's get to learn each other. Let's get to marry our cultures. Let's get to move forward instead of actually blaming each other for things that are like not in our control. I will be here. I will be going back and forth and answering your questions or just having that chat with you. I will be here next time with my next video. Take care. My name is Nana Ashanti. Subscribe, thumbs up this video if you like it, share, and I'll catch you in my next video.